YouTube, what up? I got a hazmat load. Hauling hazmat, it's not really bad, man. Most hazmat loads that I haul be like food grade. If hauling hazmat is something you're interested in, it's not like tanker loads. I'm not hauling fuel or anything like that. Sometimes I haul like liquid fertilizer. Now, if you're hauling liquid fertilizer, or liquid for that matter, in those totes, like those totes that the car wash guys use, technically you're supposed to have tanker endorsement. If you want to haul it without tanker, I ain't gonna tell you do it, I ain't gonna tell you don't do it. It's up to you. But technically you're supposed to have tanker endorsement to haul those hazmat loads. Well, to haul liquid in those totes. On this hazmat load, if you go and pick up a hazmat load and the customer asks you what placard you need for the load, or the customer not sure which placard you need, I'm going to show you an app. I'm going to put a link in the description for this app. You pull the app up, type in the UN number in the app, and it'll tell you exactly which placard you need for that load. If you're hauling hazmat load, the customer's supposed to give you the placards. They're supposed to know which placard you need for the load. But sometimes, I had one the other day where the guy in the office, he didn't know which placard I need for the load. So I went on the app and I looked it up and told him which one I need. So this app is called EZ Placard. That's E as in Echo, Z as in Zebra, and Placard. That's the name of the app. Now once you pull the app up, when you go use it for the first time, like if you look on this app right here, I already have a shipment in there. Well, I have two shipments in there, but the first one was blank, and that was just me figuring out how to use the app. So once you go to the app, you're going to add shipment. If it's a load you ran before, just go to find existing shipment, and it'll show you what placard you need for the load because you ran that load before. But if it's a new load that you're running, you go to create shipment. You actually enter a tracking number. Normally, what I do is, whatever tracking number I put in there is a load number that I'm under. That way, if I should ever go back to it and I'm trying to figure out which load did I run when I use that placard, I'll know the load number, and I could look in my book that I write down all my loads in and see all the details back for that load, like where I pick it up from, where they are delivered to, and so forth. Now once you put that tracking number in there, you go ahead and hit save and continue. Now you're going to enter the UN number. Once you put in the UN number, you go ahead and hit search. Okay, the class is class 5.1 and PG2. That's exactly what the customer have on the bill of lading, so I know that's correct. I go ahead and hit select. Gross weight. Now, most of the time the customer put the weight on the bill of lading, but sometimes they don't. Whenever you pick up a load, if the customer don't put the weight on the bill of lading, ask them what's the weight. Try to get an idea how much a load weighs. That's also good, so you know if you need to scale the load or not. Sometimes you could tell by the way the truck feel if it's heavy, but when in doubt, always go ahead and scale the load. Ask the customer also just to get an idea how much a load weight. On this one, my weight is 40,974. Add to shipment. Okay, and right here, it tell you which placard you need. So if you have a shipment like this, you go through all this right here. The customer give you the placard ahead of time before you did this, and you notice this wasn't the placard that the customer gave you. You go back in there and tell the customer they gave you the wrong placards, and show them which placard you need for that load. Also, if they ask you which placard you need for the load and you're not sure, this will let you know what you need. That's a very good app if you're gonna haul hazmat. If you look on the screen, you'll see the tracking number. That's a tracking number ad. Shipment ID. This is the third shipment that I'm adding to this app. Country of shipper. When I set up the app, I had already stated that all my shipments pick up in the US and all my deliveries, all my loads deliver in the US. If you're going to Canada or Mexico, wherever, you could select all those, but I only run in this country, so all my shipment IDs will already have that up there. I don't have to put that in all the time. You'll see the load, you'll see the UN number and the class, gross weight, name and description, and then underneath that, it show you the necessary placards that you need for the load. That's it for this one, man. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Bless.